So I'm gonna hazard a guess and assume that we're on Hanako's route, maybe? People are sounding like saying it like I am, so how else am I supposed to do? Assume, which is fine by me. At least it's not the easiest route to get on. Am I right? The noise of the festival is slightly louder inside the tea room. It's because there's a fucking window right there. But the breeze coming through the open window makes it worth it. Without thinking, I walk to the windowsill and inhale deeply. Sometimes forget how clean the air is here compared to back home with the smog. Would you like some tea? That'd be great, thanks. It occurs to me that this is the first time I've been alone with Hanako without her trying to be somewhere else. Turning from oh my god, I almost said turning from the shadows. Turning from the window, I watch as she makes a simple pot of tea and arranges some sandwiches onto a plate. Sandwiches! I've seen her do this a number of times, but this time she seems slightly different. It's like she's calm. Eventually, she places the small tray on the table and pours 2 cups of tea. Are we making her calm? The fresh scent of brewed tea mingles with the breeze, and for a second, I feel like I'm the only one in the world. Except for the one standing next to me, or near me. I think I know why you like this room now. I don't know what you mean. Well, there's quite a few people out there, but in here, it's like a whole other world, you know? You can pretend that there's no one around for miles. You're right. It's like the world has forgotten this room. Well, and because of that, you could forget about the outside. That would be appealing in some cases. As far as I can tell, conventional bullying doesn't exist in the school. But then again, I haven't seen a single person talk to Hanako besides Lily. Maybe they're just, either conscious of her, or just trying to avoid her, or just because she is the super duper 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 shy one. They're like, let's not bother her. If you're ignored by the world, a place where you could forget its existence would hold a special appeal. That's a good point. It's like this room gives you some kind of complete freedom. Yeah. Look at that little blush. Little blush! Say, do you play chess? Well, no, I play checkers, not necessarily chess. Chess? Oh, I played a bit, I guess. I take it you've played before? A little. Without saying anything more, Hanako moves to one of the cupboards and digs out a small chess set. I'm gonna lose. Last time I played a game, it was Risk and I lost. Do you want... Sure, why not? I cut her off, but she doesn't seem to mind it. Alright, time for me to lose hard. We arrange the pieces, and before long, we're sending pawns charging to their inevitable doom. I take my time and intentionally examine each move and its consequences. Nostalgia for the game taking second place to the matters at hand. For a time, the game is a lengthy battle of attrition, but I spot an opening and tear a line in her defense. Yeah, I'm tearing into you! Oh my god. A few moves later, her king is cornered by several of my pieces. Check and mate. Boom! I didn't lose this time. You're not bad at this, are you? An honest appraisal. Her technique is pretty good, but several times I was able to exploit her lack of prediction. I was going easy on you, bitch. Damn! No. That'd be amazing. I pick up a piece and examine it. It looks relatively new, yet worn for its age. I guess not. Does Lily play? The absence of Hanako's answer caused me to think about my question. A bit. This is the first time I played against someone other than her, or? What? She cuts herself off abruptly. leaving the answer hanging in the air. Someone she knew before coming to Yamaku, maybe? Well then, I will say I am honored to have played against you. Salute. Can we play again? I want to get a chance to school you this time. She speaks as if she were asking me to cut off my own hands. The spirit of competition has gotten into her? Sure, though don't expect me to go easy on you this time. Oh, shut up. I was going easy? Watch her being the one that went easy. Not that I was before, mind you, but she seems to appreciate the competitive tone. Same here. Oh my god. As we're setting up the pieces, there's a noise at the door. Hello? Oh, it's Lily. Okay. Good afternoon. Ara and such. Lily. Oh, hey there, Lily. Are you finally finished? You both are here? Wonderful. At any rate, our teacher managed to round up some extra help, so I was able to leave. Have you been here since you left? Pretty much. Just been, playing some chess, shooting the shit. You know how it goes. Would you like a cup of tea? Actually, I think it may be a good idea to go outside for a little while. I don't want to go outside. The instant drop in Hanako's face shows her objection to this plan, even though she says nothing. I feel strangely compelled to voice what is plainly in view on her face, but of course Lily can't see that because, I kind of think that we should just stay here. Really? It's so crowded here that I was thinking we should leave the school and head for the local tea house. Ooh, hey. You mean the Shanghai? Of course. With everyone at the festival, it should be practically empty. Ooh, what kind of, hold on, what's this tea house? Oh, that's right. You probably don't know of it. There's a tea house not far from here, which we go to every so often. Hey, sounds like a plan. What do you think, Hanako? Just wrap my arm around her. Like a buddy would their best friend. We're not even that close yet. Hanako jumps a little at being forced into the conversation, but at least she seems less distraught than before. If it's the Shanghai, I think it'll be nice. Well then, it's settled. Let us be on our way. Hanako and I rise from the table in our preempted chess game. Before I can do anything, Hanako has poured the pieces into a small container and placed the board away. Well, looks like we're ready to go. Please lead on, because I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. Hanako moves to Lily's side, and we venture onto the school's corridors. Oh, the pair lead me through a series of unfamiliar doors, and we emerge on the side of the building opposite the festival grounds. Insulated by the heavy stone of the building, the noise from the crowd has faded to a murmur. You could hear it. I still hear it. Strange. I thought that most people would be beginning to leave by now. They're probably here to view the fireworks. There's fireworks? Yes, apparently the school puts on quite a show. A lot of people come from town just to watch them. Lily's decision to leave the school grounds kind of makes sense now. Hanako would probably have a hard time with the whole town descending upon the school. Or ascending, as the case may be. Yeah, better take her away. For the second time since arriving at Yamaku, I find myself walking down this road with Lily. Only now that I can barely hear the incessant noise of the festival do I realize how loud it was. I can hear my ears ringing slightly in the still evening air as they recover from the day's assault on them. Jesus, it was that loud? Hanako clings to Lily, but still manages to guide her along the road. That, and avoiding the occasional gaze from curious pedestrians, appears to completely sap her constitution. She rarely raises her focus from the ground in front of her, nor does she stutter a word. Lily, on the other hand, maintains her prim and proper persona just as she does in school. It's obvious she purposely puts effort into her appearance. rather than hiding it as Hanako does. I mean, like, Hanako kind of has a reason, you know what I mean, for even wanting to do that, even considering doing that. Lily, not so much. It's striking how different they are in their way of holding themselves outside of Yamako's grounds. That said, it's obvious in both their cases that they do visibly change. What? Oh, God. Inside Yamaku, everyone is special, which negates the specialness of it. But once we venture outside the school gates, we are returned to the status of outsider and generic labels. Especially when we are still in school uniform. It's like hanging a sign around your neck, challenging people to figure out what is wrong with you. I'm surprised that so many of the students keep it on. Then again, with canes and wheelchairs common among the students, I guess it's not really that much of a giveaway now, is it? Or maybe I'm the only one who only one that sees this as a stigma. Maybe you just get used to it after a time like any other school uniform. It's like, might as well keep it on, fuck it. The tea house seems fairly standard from outside, just an ordinary building with typical signs decorating the entrance. This literally looks like a place that I've seen downtown before. Oh, jeez. It looks like the type of place you'd walk by without a second thought. Just another generic cafe in a sea of thousands. If Hanako hadn't steered Lily into the entrance, I would have continued on down the road without ever knowing that it existed. Oh, hey, hello. We're here for some tea. I assume because it's a tea house. Inside the tea house, it takes on more of a traditional feel. Everything seems to have been made from the same lump of timber. From the counter and benches to the high-backed booths around the walls. But the most striking feature of the room is nobody. I think I could faintly hear something bubbling away in the background, but otherwise the room is silent. Without any direction, we simply wait near the entrance, politely obeying the "please wait to be seated" sign. It's like how an actual restaurant is, huh? Is this place closed or something? Oh my fuck. She's here too. The sound of a chair falling over echoes throughout the empty room. And a head shoots up from a booth. I like what you got going on here, though. I wasn't asleep, and welcome to Shanghai! Yuko, dressed in a pastel apron and clutching a menu, rushes to greet us. Her misaligned glasses and ruffled hair cause suspicion on her previous statement. She's got the little buttons. But whether she was asleep or not isn't the first question that leaps into my mind. You work here now? What happened to the library? She probably does a bunch of other shit, too. What? Lily? Hisao? Welcome to the Shanghai! Oh my god. Yuko, still waking up, jerks into a violent bow, dislodging her glasses in the process. Oh, hey, it actually took them off. Blah! My glasses! Shit! As I pick up her spectacles off the floor, Lily's offers an explanation. Yuko works here part-time as well as at the library. It's one of the reasons we like to come here. Oh, well, ain't that sweet. Yuko takes her glasses from her hands, shakily putting them on. Yes, that's right. Thanks. Shall I show you to your table? There's no one else here, so you can choose whichever table you like and, well, order whatever you like. But there may be a delay as I will have to make it myself. What? How? There's a delay? But it's all right, Yuko. Just a pot of black tea and a plate of sandwiches will be fine. I'm more down for the sandwiches. I mean, I like tea. Tea's okay, but just depends on the kind of tea. And since it's black tea, I'm not a fan of... I mean, if you put, like... If it's, like, straight black tea, I wouldn't say I'm really a fan of it. I'm more of, like, the... I like a little lemon in the tea or something. Like, you gotta put something in there, and then I'll be more... interested and willing to drink the tea. Right, I'll get right onto that. Yuko hurries off to the back of the cafe, leaving us still standing at the entrance. She pushes the swinging half doors open before realizing that she hasn't seated us. Well, she said we could pick whatever the hell we want. I'm sorry, just please sit wherever you like. I'll be right back. She's so fumbly. Following her advice, I lead Lily to the nearest booth as Hanako follows. Finally, we get to sit down after a long-ass walk. As I begin to sit next to Lily, I realize how appropriate this place is for Hanako. The high-backed booths totally separate you from the rest of the room, and it doesn't look like it gets all that many customers. Fucking perfect! All the furnishings, from the cushions on the benches to the condiment holders, looked pretty dated, but aren't overly worn. Wonder if Lily deliberately selects this place to take Hanako? She seems like the type that would go to lengths to perhaps cater to Hanako's unique predicament. I would assume. So, Hisao, I didn't know you played chess. Well, not very well, but I know how to play. I suppose the obvious question would now be, who won? Well, I mean, Lily's innocent smile makes me hesitate. I don't really want to look like I'm lording over my victory for Hanako, you know, but Hisao did. Oh, she said it first. I'm in the clear now. I could brag all about it all I want now. Yes, but not by much. Damn, saying that out loud makes me feel like I've done something terrible. Well done, Hisao. You've accomplished something I've only ever failed at. Wait, what? Thanks. Haven't played in ages, so it felt good to play again. Yes, it did. Hanako fidgets with her hair a little and looks away as she replies, but a small smile emerges. See, look, nose. Fuck. It's a little more extreme of reaction than I expected, but still kind of cute in that little Hanako way. Ooh. It throws me off guard, and only Yuko's cataclysmic re-entry shocks me back into the conversation. She just like falls over on the table. You all right there, Yuko? Do you need a hand or something? I'm fine. I have to do this properly. It's my job. Concentration plays across her face while she stares at the tray in her hands, as if simply looking at its contents will hold them in place. Sadly, this doesn't prove all that effective. The cups, she's vibrating. The cups and saucers slowly dance around, occasionally clattering as they collide with each other. Ooh. Taking great care, Yuko sets the tray down on the table with only the subtlest of crashes. Good. She made it. There, see? Well done? Thank you, Yuko. Yuko's head rockets downwards in her distinctive bow before answering. She does the bow, she smashes her head into the fucking table and passes out. You're very welcome. Would you like to join us? There's something else I'd like to discuss about that recent order, if I may. That's right. Lily and Yuko were discussing a pile of books when I first met Hanako. Something about Lily helping with the braille. Yep. Yes. We didn't get a chance to go over that, did we? Alright, let me just... is it okay for her to be doing this on the clock? Yuko hastily sits down next to Hanako. Apparently her dedication to this job only goes as far as her concentration. Once it's broken, she suddenly loses it. I'll be in the library tomorrow afternoon if you'd like to try that again. That sounds wonderful. I'll meet you there after classes. Lily... Oh dear, that's right. Tomorrow is Monday. How could I have possibly forgotten? Starting to feel a little left out of the loop here. Yeah, I need more information. Then again, that's to be expected. I've literally been here barely a week, so it's impossible to know everyone's schedule. Well, perhaps we could come to some other agreement. Or arrangement, perhaps. Yuko, will you be in the library later in the week? Maybe, but this is already overdue. And there are some things I need... This might be a problem. Lily ponders for a second before discovering the answer. I wonder, might we be able to enlist the help of another if need be? Here you fucking go. You go. To do what? You literally lost me a long time ago. Being volunteered for something without even the slightest idea of what's going on isn't really my thing. And here I thought I had finally escaped the clutches of the student council and, well, their repeated attempts to recruit me. It's not, listen, we're just being recruited to do everything else. Oh, of course. The other day I was helping Yuko sort the new Braille books in the library. But Hanako and I usually go shopping on Monday afternoons. It's quieter on that day than the weekends. Last week we couldn't go because I was busy with the festival. I managed to slip away later in the week, but Hanako couldn't make it. Well, since I can't read Braille, I'm assuming you'd like me to go shopping with Hanako? Exactly. You were a great help to me the other day. I think I can handle that. Hanako route, here we come, or here we are, I don't know. Hanako, what do you think? If you wouldn't mind. Of course not. I'm still not really familiar with the stores in the area, so sounds like a good idea. Could be fun. Oh, okay. Now that we've had that arranged, shall we have some tea? It's now that I realize our tea's been sitting idly by this whole time, getting no hotter. I imagine they spilt a little too from the setting them down. It's my fault. Let me pour that for you. No. We could kind of pour it ourselves. Yuko reaches out with shaky hands, but I intercept her. Yup, she looks like in no state to be handling hot liquids. It's all right. I got this. Since you already made the tea and the sandwiches, you've fulfilled your waitress duties, right? I guess. Yuko relaxes a little, but still watches eagerly as I share out the assortment. Oh my god, what the shit? Oh, the fireworks. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was freaked out for a second. As I'm about to bite into the sandwich, a low, loud rumble can be heard, along with a flash of light from outside. Ah, I take it the show has started. Ah, beautiful fireworks. You know, I don't mind fireworks every now and then, you know. Only now looking outside, I realize the dusk has come and gone, leaving us in the peak of twilight. Sparking tracers arc upwards, ready to explode into floral shapes and fireworks. Oh, let's go watch. Oh, sorry, Lily. Please, don't miss the show on my account. From what I've heard, this isn't a bad location to watch them from. So, oh, look at that. I like that. Oh, and it changes with the flash of the fireworks. I like that little detail. She's adorable. With the exception of Lily, we rush to the window of the small tea house to watch the show. The strobe of colored lights play across Hanako and Yuko's smiling faces. And for a second, I forget to look out the window. In this totally new world, there are a few things that don't change. I think that's why the school makes such a fuss over this festival. It's a chance to show the similarities between everyone. That's what I think. The show's over all too quickly. Fireworks are expensive, even for the most well-funded schools. I mean, have you tried buying them on 4th of July? Fuck that noise. Before we return to our tea and sandwiches, Hanako turns to me. Thanks for today and tomorrow. Oh, hey, that's all right. I don't think I could have faced those crowds either. On days like this, I feel like it's just more relaxing to spend some time away from everyone. Don't you think? Yeah. Anyway, we've been delaying this tea for far too long now, so let's get back. Sure. Yes, let's all just... We return to the booth and our light meal. That sounded impressive. Bigger than the last year's, at least. Yeah, it was great. I've never seen him put on such a show. It gets better every year. I'm afraid, however, that during that time, the tea has gone cold. Oh no, let me make some more. Ah, jeez. Ah, this is my fault. Calm down, Yuko. It's nobody's fault. In fact, it's our fault for not drinking the tea the whole time, or even while we were watching the fireworks. I take a sip from my cup just to prove a point. See, the tea's not so bad cool anyway. It's like an iced tea. Ooh, that's my favorite. I love iced tea. Really? Yeah, really. If you put a bit of sugar in it, it's kind of nice. Are you sure? I'm positive. Now, why don't you just sit down and we'll finish this together? Okay. Yuko doesn't seem convinced, but sits down regardless. She carefully measures out about 5 teaspoons of sugar and adds them to her tea. I said a bit of sugar, not like, you want some tea with your sugar, sorta. I know, but I like my tea sweet anyway. Curiously, I peer into her cup. As expected, hardly any of the sugar dissolves in the cold liquid. She stirs it twice before upturning the cup and drinking the contents, sugar and all, in a single mouthful. Whew. You're right. That's not bad at all. Good. God, it's like putting sugar in Frosted Flakes. I look back to Lily and Hanako, both of whom have finished their meal, as I witnessed Yuko's personality in action. Not wanting to hold anyone up, I use her tactic and finish the remainder of my tea in a single swill. Wow. That's some good-ass tea. Seems like we're all finished. Should we head back now, or do we want seconds? Well, I'm always down for seconds. Yuko's expression shows that this is quite clearly not a good idea. I think it's best that we'd be best if we got back soon. We do have to get back before curfew, after all. Oh, that is quite a good point. I'll meet you tomorrow, Yuko. And I'll be looking forward to it, Lily. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. We make our way out of the small tea house and into the dark of the night. I like that little scene. Lily and Hanako once again take point, but under the cover of darkness, Hanako seems slightly less stressed than she did on her trip here, because no one can see her in the darkness. We move against the occasional group of people emptying the school grounds, but Hanako seems to lead us along a few minor roads, avoiding the bulk of the road. I mean the crowd, not the road. Fuck. How did that... Oh, let me see the... I mean, she worked on it. Look at this part. Outside the dorms, the school seems strangely quiet when compared to the noise of the day. Well then, thank you both for today. I think I learned a lot. You are most welcome, but I'm afraid that I really must be going. Today's been quite a long day. That's right, Lily spent all day on her feet, so I can imagine that walking outside of the school would be pretty tiring for her. I feel a pang of guilt as I remember that, and that I was probably the only one in the school that got up around 10 this morning. Sure thing. Well, I'll see you both tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Hisao. Night. The girls return to their dorm and I to mine. Actually, now that I consider it, today tired me out as well. Dude, I'm gonna flop my ass on that bed. Well, that wasn't proof that we're on Hanako's route. I don't know what is. That was pretty cool, though. Are they gonna... I assume because that's a thing, that they're gonna have character-specific animations, which is pretty nice, and honestly, you don't ever really see that a lot, unless it's, like, super-duper... like high quality or something. Look, I mean, not even high quality, just like a high quality visual novel. They just don't a lot of the time put that kind of thing in there, but it's definitely appreciated. Hide and seek. My alarm blares into my ears, only to be swiftly silenced by my fist. I got disturbed by the first part of the animation, though. Poor Hanako. My body switches into auto mode, carrying my subconscious self out of bed and into my uniform. As always, my bottles of pills sit on my desk patiently, waiting for me to take them, and pick out my daily dosage of medicine. 17 pills a day. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Did it say that before? Did it? Hold on. Am I crazy? Jesus Christ. If it said that before, why don't I remember that? It might have. But Jesus, that's a lot. I knew it was a lot. I just didn't know the exact number. Before I know it, I'm opening the door to class 3-3. Glad to see that I'm not the only one who seems to be a little hungover from the festival week. Every face in the classroom looks gaunt. With the festival now over, it's as if everyone's life's dreams have been achieved. With nothing left to live for. The students have relied on instincts alone to guide them to class. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I slowly make my way to my seat, and it's only then that I realize why the room is so peaceful. The seats beside mine are blissfully empty. Ah, perfect. The world's loudest interpreter for the deaf has yet to arrive. Oh my god. Burst on in the classroom, fucking no second thought. Just as I'm about to sit down, the door flies open, revealing a resplendent Misha. Drills bobbing from the dramatic entrance and arms stretched toward the sky. Yahoo! Woo! It's all over, baby! It would appear that not everyone is affected by the post-festival depression. I feel like she's always hype. I mean, we know this. The rest of the class glare at her, obviously thinking the same thing I am. Misha, still frozen in the doorway with her arms still in the air, nervously looks around. It's obvious that she senses the foul mood but can't work out exactly what to do. Suddenly, she jerks forward. Hey! As she stumbles into the classroom, she reveals Shizune, arms still extended from where she shoved Misha. Oh, she said it like, hey. I guess it would have been, I'm going to fix that. Hey! There we go. Thanks for the entertainment, but shouldn't you two take your seats? Don't give me the angry face. Alright, I may have betrayed you, but still slightly embarrassed. Misha takes a few seconds to realize that she has to translate. Oh, yeah. Shik-chan says that she's not happy with you ditching us last week. Listen, okay? We were really busy, you know. Is that so? What about the stuff I already did for you two? Oh. She says that only counts for council members. Since you declined, she doesn't owe you anything. Misha leans closer and whispers conspiratorially into my ear. Actually, I think she's just a little sore that you didn't spend the day with her. I imagine her whispering is more actually like, actually, I think she's just a little sore that you didn't spend the day with her. Like you could still hear her. She thinks she's whispering. She's actually really thankful for your work last week, though. Sensing that she is being talked about, Shizune lightly wraps her fingers on her desk until Misha turns around to face her. What? Oh, there they go. Can't understand any of this goddamn fast-paced signing that's going on, but that from Shizune's slightly embarrassed expression and Misha's poorly contained laughter, I'd take a guess. While this exchange is happening, the door opens once again, but this time at a much more reasonable pace. Oh, hi, Hanako. Hanako quietly enters the room and pulls the door closed behind her. Peering out from under her hair, she quickly scans the room. Our eyes meet, and she suddenly stiffens. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and then walks over to my desk. Good morning, Hisao. Morning, Hanako. You're a little late, aren't you? Just a little, just a smidgen. I was talking to Lily about today. Ah, so you got her list then. We can leave straight after classes in that case. Sure. I'm looking forward to it. Hanako briefly flashes her embarrassed smile at me, then hurries off to her seat. She definitely works the smile, you know? During classes, it becomes apparent that it's not only students that are a little despondent after the festival. Muto simply gives us a list of exercises from the textbook and then sits behind his desk. He's like, I'm done already. I totally forget about the brief lunch period for a moment. Such is the banality of the day. Oh my god, it's mind-numbing, and everyone seems surprised when the bells signal the end of the lessons. As I am picking up my bag, Shizune and Misha flank and entrap me. Oh no, Hanako, help! Say, Hick-chan, it's still not too late to join up. There's a lot of post-festival paperwork for us to complete. Sorry, Misha, I've got plans and stuff, and Hanako, as if sensing the cue, Hanako appears behind me, holding a small bag and trying to avoid eye contact with the outside world. Misha's eyes open wide, then she bursts into laughter. You move fast, don't you, Hick-chan? We won't disturb your day any further. Yeah, just fucking make Hanako have a blazing embarrassment, why don't you? Behind the roaring Misha, I see Shizune taking far too little interest in the scene. I might be taking this the wrong way, but I think she's deliberately ignoring me. Oh, probably at this point. I feel a gentle tug on my shirt and turn to see Hanako's eyes fixed firmly on the floor. Let's... Gotcha. Shizune, Misha, see you later. And I'm not interested in the student council. Fucked. Spoil sport! Misha and Shizune retreat into the hallway, happily signing to each other, not singing to each other. Fuck. Got all your stuff? Let's head off. Alright. Floods of students pour out of the school gates and onto the road into town. It's a little weird. It's almost a scene from any other high school, but the illusion fades because of the occasional wheelchair or missing limb. One thing I do notice is that nobody is alone. You want friends, right? And as Hanako and I pass through the gates, I notice that she closes the distance between us. Not enough to be considered close, but she certainly isn't at her usual just a little far position. Guess we're not familiar enough for her to get as close as she does with Lily. Well, no, not yet. However, even though she has moved a little closer to me physically, mentally she seems to have traveled a mile. Oh yeah, definitely. We're good on that front. Her hands clutched around the leather straps of her bag to the point of whitening her knuckles, her head down and her mouth pursed closed. She almost looks like she's being walked to the principal's office for the first time. I try to stifle a giggle at the thought, but it's futile. I'm just laughing. What's the matter? I guess there's no point in hiding it. Sorry, for a second there, it looked like you were getting in trouble. What do you mean? I think you need to relax a little. We're not going too far, and it's only students around, right? Right. It bothers me a little to see Hanako so worked up. Listen, okay? We don't know about her past. We don't know what happened to make her this way. All you could do is assume. And you do this every week, don't you? Yes, with Lily. Of course, with Lily. Wonder if she ever left the school without her. Doesn't seem like much at first glance, but Hanako's dependence on Lily is absurdly heavy. If she can't even handle leaving the school without her, how would she have managed to survive if the two had never met? Would she have found someone else to latch onto? What drew her to Lily? I assume we'll find out all these answers. Was it her lack of eyesight, or was Lily just kind enough to lend a hand? Wonder if anyone would have fit the bill. Well, I'm here. Besides, we're not going too far. It'll be over before you even know it. Hanako's knuckles slowly regain their color as she tries to hide a small smile. Look at it. But the effort of that seems to prevent further conversation. We travel side by side down the winding road towards the town. The crowd of students thins as we continue along the sidewalk. Faster students rush ahead, and less mobile ones fall behind, rarefying the crowd into nothingness. By the time we reach the convenience store, we are practically alone. Perfect, just the way Hanako wants it. No one else around. Using me as a shield between herself and the attendant, Hanako moves through the narrow aisles, adding an assortment of items to her basket. Bread, milk, tea, and thyme. What kind of convenience store sells herbs? You never know. Then again, nothing about this town seems normal, which may not be a bad thing in retrospect. Everything's so different and uncomfortable. Dwelling on such matters isn't really an option. When I think about that, it reminds me of Hanako. No matter how much you try, you can't escape her scars. Look, don't even acknowledge them. They still interrupt my train of thought when I see them. As much as I don't want to admit it to myself, I think I'm forcing myself to try and ignore them. Like I said, it's not like trying to purposely ignore them. It's more like you just accept it and then move on with your life. It's a scar, right? Like, yeah, it's a pretty bad scar, but still, you can just move on. That doesn't change who she is. Not that I'm scar-free myself. The jagged line down my sternum will never completely fade away. I just have the luxury of being able to hide it. Easily. But in a way, both of our scars remind me that we're all in this place for a reason. Whatever those, different reasons, same reasons. We're all here. Hanako throws one last item into her basket, then sheepishly holds it out to me, along with a few banknotes. Could you, please? It takes me a second to understand what she's trying to say. Oh, you want me to pay for this? She nods, but doesn't look up. I guess this task falls to Lily on the usual occasions. Sure, let me just grab a couple of things. Hastily, I grab a few essential items for myself. Gotta grab that brisk iced tea. Oh, yeah. And head for the counter with Hanako in close tow. The attendant gives me an indifferent nod as he scans the items. I suppose just ignoring us is one way to deal with the anomalies of Yamaku. They must get a lot of students here. Being the closest store to the school, dude, business is booming. The staff must all have their own way of dealing with us. Or maybe they don't. Maybe it's only me who thinks twice about my unique schoolmates. Maybe. Maybe. Our transaction complete, Hanako and I head back out onto the street, and then start making our way downtown. The road is pretty much abandoned now. The students that were heading out have already left, and nobody has started returning just yet. And with only the school ahead on the road, there doesn't seem to be anyone else around. The emptiness certainly reflects on Hanako. Her arms by her sides, each carrying a bag. Her head no longer bowed and back to the upright position. It's almost as if she were actually enjoying this walk. So, why all the weird things? Mixed spice? Why do you need that at school? So I sometimes like to make food. Oh, well, yeah, but so do I. But, like, spices? What do you mean? You use spices in cooking, you fuck. That's a little more advanced, don't you think? Not really. Yeah, not really. I'm with Hanako on this one. Well, I think it's cool. You'll have to teach me how to use spices one day. Sure. She doesn't seem all that sure, but pushing the point doesn't seem all that wise. At the very least, she seems a great deal happier than she did on the walk down here. That alone makes me a little happier. I'm glad she's enjoying herself. Now. Outside the girls' dorm, Hanako and I sort out the grocery bags with our respective purchases. In comparison, my things look positively plain. Also, I didn't probably get as much. I tell you, you're putting me to shame here. No, I'm not. I'm joking. I have a stack of homework that I skipped last week, so I gotta leave now. Will you be alright getting that to your room? Yeah. You sure? Alright then. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Dude, I was stuttering there. The fuck? We part ways and I return to my room. Piles of paper sit upon my desk, begging to be completed. With the entire ruckus of last week, I barely even had time to catch up. I tried to keep up with my studies while I was in the hospital, but some of this stuff is such shit I've never seen before, even back in my old school. Totally unprepared, I pop the top of a can of drink and get ready to work in some fucking energy drink. We're gonna need all this time. Oh no, we're like gonna not get enough sleep the next day, and then it's all gonna be a mess. Or not. It's heating up. Ooh, I hate hot days. Well, I guess that answered my question that we are on Hanako's route, which is good. I like when they make it obvious when you're on a route, mostly so then I can label if I'm actually on a route or not. I'm gonna assume that Act 2 is officially when you're on a route, so I think like last episode will still not be labeled as such, but then this one probably will. Yeah, that's definitely. But oh my god.